Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to discuss a beautiful question called sort an array of zeros, ones and twos. Okay, so let's quickly get into the example. Let me take an input of size 5. The elements as 2, 1, 2, 0, 1. Okay, now if you observe in the question, we need to sort an array of zeros, ones and twos, right? So the elements will be comprised of only zeros, ones as well as two. So here in the input, the values are 2, 1, 2, 0, 1. All those elements are only from 0, 1 and 2, right? So the output should be obviously the sorted output nothing but 0, double 1, double 2. Okay, let me quickly take the other example as well with the size 6. So the elements are 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 0. The output is two zeros, two ones, and two twos. Fine. So this is the question. So if you understand the question, the approach and the logic is very simple. You need to just sort the array, right? So there are a lot more sorting techniques like bubble sort, selection sort, insertion sort, quick sort, as well as merge sort. So among all the sorting techniques, the most optimized sorting technique is called quick sort. Also, quick sort and merge sort takes the same time complexity, but in merge sort we're using an extra space. So I'll be making a separate videos on the sorting techniques. You can watch out there. So as of now, just understand the optimized technique is quick sort, and its time complexity is order of n log n. So what is order of n log n? So let us take the n value as size 5 for example. So if we just evaluate order of n log n, so I am taking the base value as 2. Okay. So if I evaluate, the approach or the value will be order of 11. Nothing but if I take the input size 5, I'll be iterating at most 11 times when I use the quick sort logic. Okay. So let's quickly take the other value of n as 6. Now if I evaluate, I'm getting the output as order of 15. Okay. So this is the logic, right? So if you observe the input, I'm just taking the value 5. For 5, I'm evaluating 11 times. For 6, I'm evaluating 15 times. So this is the logic if you observe. So rather than going to the sorting logic, there is one more beautiful approach called Dutch national flag. So here comes the logic. So first, let me write the pseudocode. So I'm taking three variables called low, high, as well as mid. So low value initialized to 0, high value initialized to size minus 1. At the same time, mid value is also initialized to 0. Clear? So after this step, let me write the main logic. While mid less than or equals to high, this is the main logic. So in this, I'll be just using a switch case. In that switch case, I'm passing the value of ARR of mid. Now, if you observe, we're having three elements called 0, 1, as well as 2. So let me write three cases for it. So in case 0, I'll be swapping ARR of low as well as ARR of mid. So these two values will be swapped in case 0. So after this step, I'll be simply incrementing the value of low and mid by 1. So after that, as a switch case, let me break it. So next comes the case 1. So in case 1, there is no swapping logic, just I'll be simply incrementing the value of mid by 1. So after that, again a break. So after this step, the last case called case 2. In it, I'm writing swapping the values of ARR of mid as well as ARR of high. So after this step, let me decrement the value of high by 1. So as is the last case, there is no required of the condition called break. Okay. So let us take the array first. Let me take the second example, what I have discussed previously with the size 6. So the indexes will be from 0 to 5. The elements will be 210 as well as 210. Let us name the array with the value ARR. So now if we observe, our low value is initialized to 0. Fine. Our high value initialized to size minus 1. Here our size is the value 6. So 6 minus 1, the value is 5. Clear. Now again mid value is also initialized to 0. So until here, we are done with the starting point of the program. Now if we observe, we are checking to the while part. While mid less than or equal to high. So if you observe the value of mid is less than or equal to high, right? So as this condition is true, we will be passing here the value of mid. So what is mid value? The value 0, right? So error of 0, if you observe, in error of 0, we are having the value 2. So that nothing but be moving to the case 2 directly. In case 2, what is the logic we are having? We are having the value of swap ARR mid and ARR high. So nothing but you need to just swap the values of ARR of mid as well as ARR of high. So these two values will be swapped. So nothing but the values 2 and 0 will be swapped. So let me swap these two values. So 0 moves to the first and 2 moves to the last part. Clear? So as this step is done, we'll be simply decrementing the value of phi. So after this step, if you observe in case 2, there is one more statement called high minus equals to 1. So the high value is decremented by 1. Now our current high value is 4. Yes. So again, if you just go to the main part, condition, mid less than or equals to high. The mid value is at 0, the high value is at 4. So 0 less than or equal to for the condition satisfied. Now if you pass the value, switch ARR of mid. So nothing but the value of mid is 0. So in AR of 0, the value is 0, nothing but. So we'll be directly going to the case 0. In case 0, if you observe, we are swapping the values of low and mid. But if you observe here, low and mid are at the same position, right? So if you do swap also, there is no change in it. So done with swapping the value of 0 with the value 0 itself. So after this step, we are incrementing the value of low and mid by 1. So first let me increment the value of low by 1. Low is incremented. Next the value of mid by 1. So mid value is also incremented. So as the next step is break, so I'll be coming outside the switch part, and again I'll be checking the condition mid less than or equals to high. So now mid value is 1 as well as high value is 4. So 1 less than or equal to 4, condition satisfied obviously. So now I'll be getting into the logic. Okay, so my mid value is now 1. Nothing but the index of mid is 1. So if I switch the value of A of mid, so in A of mid, the value is 1 again. So now I will be moving to the case 1. So if you observe in the case 1, there is only a single statement, just increment the value of mid by 1. So let me increment the value of mid by 1. Now my mid value is current position at 2. So after that, a break. So now I'll be moving outside this switch. Now again, I'll be checking the condition while mid less than or equals to high. So in this thing, if you observe, the value of mid is 2 and the value of high is 4. So 2 less than or equal to for the condition satisfied, right? So again, we'll be getting into the case, switch case. Now in mid, if you observe, the mid value is 2. So what is the value of in ARR of mid? It is a value 0, right? So let's get into the case 0. So in case 0, what do we have? We are having the values of the swapping A of 0 as well as A of mid. So nothing but these 1 as well as this 0 should be swapped. So first let me swap these two values. Just done with the swapping of these two values, 0 as well as 1. So after this step, if you observe, you need to just simply increment the value of low as well as mid. So first let me increment the value of low by 1. So now my low value is at 2, my mid value is now at 3. So done with incrementation of low as well as mid. After that statement, we are having the break part. So we'll be coming outside the switch. So after this step, if you observe, again we'll be checking the condition of the while mid less than or equals to high. So mid value is 3 and high value is 4. So 3 less than or equal to for the condition satisfied, right? Now again, the mid value is 3. In A of mid, the value is 2. So nothing but this indicates we'll be moving to the case 2. Clear? So in case 2, what does it indicate? We need to swap A of mid as well as A of high, right? So these two values should be swapped. Nothing but let me swap these two values first. 2 as well as the value 1 will be swapped. So 1 is moved to the index of 2 and next 2 is moved to the index of 5. So after this step, what I need to just simply do, I need to just simply decrement the value of 5 by 1. So done by decrementing the value of 5 by 1. So after this step, there is no further steps to be evaluated. So I'll be getting into the while condition. Now if you observe, mid value is less than or equals to high, right? So as this condition true, because now mid and high are at the same point. So again, this condition is satisfied. Now if you check with the statement ARR of mid, it is a value 1. So we'll be moving to the case 1. So what is the statement in it? Just increment the mid value by 1. So I'll be simply incrementing the mid value by 1. So my mid value moves to the value 4. My high is at the value 3, mid is at the value 4. Now if you come outside the switch case and compare the while statement, mid less than or equals to high. So 4 is not less than or equal to 3, right? So as this statement is failed, now we'll be coming outside this while part. So we are done with this while loop. So now this while part is completed. So after this, if you observe carefully, the given array is sorted, right? So if you observe carefully, we are just not iterating it order of n log n. Just this simple logic, we are just using only single loop, right? So it will be order of size, maximum of order of size. So this is the logic of Dutch national flag. This is a very optimized code. So here is the pseudo code. So in Python, we don't have the switch cases. So there you can write the if conditions. Instead of switch case, you can write if as well as else. Both are same. Clear? At last, if you just print the value of the ARR, you'll be getting the output as 0, 0, 1, 1, and 2, 2. So this is the concept of Dutch national flag. See, here is the background concept of Dutch national flag algorithm. Nothing but if you observe in the Dutch national flag, there are three colors called red, white, as well as blue. So here we are using red, white, as well as blue. There are three colors in Dutch national flag as well as red. So if you observe here also we are having three elements called 0, 1, and 2, right? So in the similar way, if they give the question might be similar, like they might give the other elements like 2, 3, 4, or 4, 5, 6, or any characters called A, B, and C. The logic is quite simple, right? So if they give any things like with the three elements, so you can use the concept of Dutch national flag. So for more interesting questions related to problem solving techniques, please subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching.